Howdy, stranger.
Don't say howdy, stranger to me.
I'll be back.
Boom, and we are back. It's episode 24 of the 2-Minute Terminator.
Welcome.
Welcome. A remarkably silent Ellie Fitzgerald there. Who's been the host for these many 24 episodes.
What
She's
have you been
also
up to,
here.
Ellie, since our last
I'm just so-
Have you got anything going on, Ellie? Because I
Sucked in.
certainly have.
She's on fucking Tinder. That's what she's doing
I
now.
want to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm just looking up human body parts at the moment, so that we can get that blended and then see what this.
Yeah, she works for a Nicaraguan drug runner, and basically they blackmail people and steal kidneys and like for human organ harvesting for like
Well, after
communist
the-
China.
Conversation about cannibalism, it got me quite hungry, and I just thought,
Yes.
fuck it, what are these people talking about?
The central conceit of last episode was how the future resistance warriors would actually feed, and we came up with
Placenta chips.
placenta chips, and not failing that, every Terminator you shot or captured, you could strip the flesh from the endoskeleton
And eat it.
And eat it.
I
Is
think
that
it would make
cannibalism?
quite a nice, like pork scratchings, pig skin. So I mean,
Terminator hog roast.
that'd be tasty.
You're cooking them in a giant oil drum.
But yes, I'm Ellie, and thank you very much for joining us.
Oh, you're quite
on
welcome, Ellie.
episode 24.
Episode
Minutes. What is it? 46 to 48?
Yes, it's episode 46 to 28.
Indeed.
So, Ethan, got any projects on the go at the moment?
Yeah, actually, do you know what, listeners? I know you probably never heard this, but like, I'm actually in a movie. I'm in a movie called Arthur and Merlin: The Legend Begins, and it's out now online. You can go to arthurandmerlin.co.uk and buy it. It's like $2.25.
You had to, didn't you, Joe?
How many euros is that?
I don't, probably $3.50. But it's a really great film. You'd love it. You can also find me, Ethan McKinley, actor comedian, at ethanmckinley.com for the sister podcast to this. Questionable. Joe Tucker, of course, has his amazing blog and Twitter feed, which is JoJo's Dojo.
JoJo's Dojo on Twitter. The last blog post I wrote was called "How to Rob Properly."
Oh my god.
It's all about thieving from your workplace, how to do it, how to remain morally.
I could take some tips on that, actually. I work in an office.
Staples. Nobody counts the staples.
Springline
Post-its?
stapler. I've got several.
If you got any if you can get me some free post-its,
Dude, I could literally get you boxes full of fucking all different colours.
You could build your next house
We're gonna be
out of
friends,
post-its.
We are, yeah. Get my number at the end of this.
Anyway, on with the show. We are in a car, continuing with more exposition.
Why don't you get in my car?
That's Hasselhoff.
I know.
I wanna come outside. Oh, okay.
This is a crucial 2 minutes.
This
It
is very
is remarkably-
crucial.
I think
This
this
is
is
one
probably
of
the
the-
biggest plot development of the movie so far, other than
Or in any of the films. This is what sets the scene for
It
the
does.
entire franchise. Kyle, of course, explaining the future war, how it went down, how the machines actually kind of like
and how
took
there
over,
was one man,
who learned
your
them,
son, Sarah.
taught them to turn it around.
specifically
Exactly.
though her unborn son.
Yeah.
She's probably got another son who works in the Walmart down the street, who's a bit of a
You
disappointment.
mean Mungo, the Down syndrome kid?
He's grooming her.
Yeah, this could all be.
Not like
Basically,
that.
He's like,
No.
your unborn son, Sarah. Wink.
this is still James Cameron, right? He's obviously he's just bullshit. He's like a confidence trickster. He's Bill Paxton from True Lies.
Oh my
I
god.
got a little dick too. It's
It's
pathetic.
pathetic. Would a spy pee himself, huh? Yes, I did a little bit of research on HKs.
Hunter-killers, flying and ground-based, yes.
They are actually artificially intelligent, autonomous war machines built in automated factories. They comprise the majority of the soldiers in Skynet's army. Many are similar in overall form to the war machines of today, tanks and aircraft, while others are humanoid endoskeletons.
Thanks.
So essentially, the Terminator CPU, or the brain, that you see in the Terminators themselves, they're actually in the HKs too.
Yeah.
So essentially, that's a Terminator, but just in a form of a ship or a
Exactly.
vehicle.
So there's two categories. There's the non-humanoid hunter-killer, and then you have the humanoid hunter-killer.
Oh wow, that's very interesting.
A little bit of trivia for you there, Ethan.
A sobering moment there in a podcast
In the sea of bullshit.
with hosts not so sober.
Enough of the drug pushing.
Beer's legal. So yeah, does anyone have anything to add in this like exposition-laden 2 minutes? Possibly the most story-laden 2 minutes or exposition-laden 2 minutes in the entire, I guess, 23 episodes up to this point.
I think the empathy's built in this scene as well, actually,
Yeah.
because she's talking to him and he's giving it the whole, "Oh, I'm a poor guy. I was raised in this
Look at
world
the
of
eye
war.
contact
I've got
going
all
on.
these scars and all these war wounds on me arm.
Me wound!
Me wounds!
Me wounds!
The wound!"
I think another thing that adds to the
I didn't
intensity.
mention the dirty fork.
I think another thing that adds to the intensity of this particular 2 minutes is that the body language, because they're crouching to avoid being discovered, because they're crouching, they're kind of, it's a little more intense. It brings you in a
Exactly.
little bit closer to the scene. There's a lot of tight close-up shots of their faces,
Sweating faces.
sweating, emotionally
Glistering,
laden
glistering.
faces, and an
Spray with
excellent
sugar
shot
oil.
again of that mauve PVC 80s
It's not
power
purple, it's
jacket.
mauve.
It is mauve. It is
With the
mauve.
kind of like crinkly, what would you call that? The shoulder thing. It's
Lattice
like
effect.
Lattice effect. That's it.
Nice.
Lovely, nice word. Lovely. I
Oh.
love the word lattice.
Perhaps a pleat.
Just makes me think of delicatessens.
You ever eaten chicken lattices? You probably don't get them
Never.
around the world, but
No, but the other day I did
Lattice
have to pick
pastry.
you up a fucking lattice pork pie. I was like, "Is that a brand?"
we're
And you were
doing a
like, "No."
podcast. Get me a lattice pork pie with caramelized onion.
Guys, I've got a question. Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Is it about the
in
Terminator?
this scene, he's it is about Terminator. Yeah, he's got like a series of keychains hanging off his left shoulder.
Yes.
What's that about?
Well, I'm so glad you asked that question.
Oh, really?
In episode 3, he actually when he comes through time, he comes across
Comes through time?
He comes across three punks at the LA Observatory, and he punches one's heart out, which is Brian Thompson, character actor who looks a bit like Schwarzenegger, and I guess the other punk is Bill Paxton in his second movie role, and the third punk whose clothes he takes are the clothes he's actually in. So that chain jacket, he like gets a size match with the last punk
So
he
he's
assaults.
channeling punk, basically.
I see.
Had he arrived at an insurance seminar, he'd be a lot more sensibly dressed.
And actually,
Imagine.
earlier on, you did show a picture of Arnold Schwarzenegger from the original movie, and I
Yeah.
did say that he did look like a brunette Billy Idol.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's without his jacket. He's got like the ripped tank top thing.
That's
Kind
the
of
look
a
that you go for, isn't it,
leg.
Ethan?
And the shades. Where, if any fans who don't know this already, like Arnold Schwarzenegger's shades from the first movie, particularly if you'll know what they are, they're off the poster. Where'd you get those awesome wraparound retro shades, Ellie?
You can actually get them on things like Amazon and stuff like that. They're called gargoyles. They're not
Gargoyles.
actually that expensive. I actually bought a pair for my
But
brother.
Gargoyle is the brand. They make many glasses. Are they called the Terminator brand glasses now? The Gargoyles. If you Google Terminator Gargoyles.
I don't know that there is actually any other glasses that they do. I shit you not.
Oh, so you think Gargoyles probably has gone out of business? They used to probably
Yeah.
make multiple brands of glasses.
Gargoyles sunglasses.
And now I guess another company's taken on just that particular style.
Yeah, see, look, when you Google it, it literally
Ah,
comes
no, there's
up
another
with that
brand there.
particular...
The Terminator ones, actually, if you Google them along with us, viewers, if you've got your phone out, Gargoyle glasses, it's the ones without frames. There's actually
Indeed.
2 pairs there, so they must make more than...
Frames Direct.
Click on the actual images there and see if there's more than one kind of style they do. Yeah, there's several styles.
Slightly thicker frames. We've got...
But the Gargoyles are those ones there without the frame, aren't they? And
They
it's just
are,
got a
indeed.
centerpiece and 2 arms coming off it.
Yeah. And I think you can buy them.
In fact, is that Clint Eastwood from the Deadpool? From 1989's
It
Deadpool?
is Clint Eastwood.
That's the 1989 Deadpool Clint
Oh my
Eastwood.
god, you can get red ones. 1980s rose red gargoyles.
How
Oh
much?
my fucking god, they're £82.
What?
Is that a good price or a bad price
That's bad.
for shades?
They are so cool. Google this, people. 1980s rose. Bless
Oh
you.
no!
Just
You've
thought
just
I'd
blown everyone's ears out.
I felt like I was being a bit quiet. So.
But yeah, please do Google 1980s rose red gargoyle sunglasses. If you've got a spare £82.62 pence down the back of your sofa,
It's like $140 basically.
yeah, plus £8 odd for shipping, you could, and that's actually on Etsy. They're amazing. Rimless with black frame, marked gargoyles, roses. The rose red ones are rare. They're amazing.
I've made an audio note so Joe's sneeze
Cut
hopefully hasn't
sneeze.
blown everyone who's listening to this on a commute with earbuds is not bleeding from the head.
But yeah, no, you can buy a standard pair for like 40 quid
Yeah, but are they the Terminator
from
ones?
eBay. Yeah,
Really?
the Terminator ones, yeah.
Oh, you'd want them from new. They're such flimsy frames. Second-hand might be
But
just
if you're going to get the brand new ones, they're like £110.
for the
So
Terminator
we're
ones.
talking super fans here. Yeah.
And the red ones, which are Terminator gargoyles, are
They were on
80.
Etsy. Yeah, they're £82.
What is Etsy?
Etsy is a website where people who
Sell
make
their own
stuff,
tat, right?
yeah, sell your own tat. Hashtag.
Okay.
It's for creatives, darling. You know lots of them.
I'm sure that we can find a better price on those Terminators.
We'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, the red are cool.
They're so cool.
You know Derek Reese?
No.
Kyle's dad?
Yeah, the character in Terminator.
No, Kyle Reese is the one that Michael Bean is playing. Brian Bean.
Yeah, well, the Derek Reese is featured in one of the newer movies.
That must be Genesis then, no?
So that's John Connor's
Oh
grandfather.
no, he's in the Chronicles, Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Oh, the TV show.
He has a
Lena Headey.
barcode scar on his arm, but
Just like Kyle.
like Kyle, but he was never in a work camp.
Oh.
There's a continuity error there.
Oh dear.
They just thought they'd put it on there and make him look cool, I think. Or maybe he got it
That's the whole.
aesthetically to fit in with his gang.
Totally. And again, that's what he uses as his ruse because he's just like, oh yeah, look at these scars and everything. Your unborn son, wink, wink.
Yeah, that's
He's setting the
evidence.
scene, man. He's literally grooming her.
He probably was
and
just
as
down at...
Ethan hates me to mention
pretty
every
cool.
time, she is only 19. So
Yeah, in this story, Joe.
Joe.
In the script. And in Terminator 2, she's meant to be 29, and Terminator 2 is set 10 years after Terminator 1.
Yeah.
Does she look 19 to you? Linda Hamilton playing this part in real life was 28.
Yeah, but she's got an old face.
So
She's got a face of wisdom.
I don't know why they didn't just make her 28 in this.
Look
'Cause
at that. That's a
she still looks great in
tattoo
Terminator
someone's
2.
got of Sarah Connor on her arm.
Wow.
How cool's that? I was
Very
kinda...
steampunk sunglasses.
It's nice
actually.
work, but I wouldn't.
They
have
haven't
a
quite.
tattoo.
Haven't quite got the lips right.
And there's a person there who's got a UV tattoo,
Of
On
an
his arm,
endoskeleton
so that
of
when
his arm.
UV light shines
That's
in his
pretty
arm.
fucking cool.
That's pretty cool as well, yeah.
That is pretty cool.
It's worthwhile, guys at home, spending a minute just googling Terminator tattoos because
Question.
there's a whole subculture.
Nibble.
How do you put on a UV tattoo? I guess you do it with a UV light on the hand
UV ink.
while you were doing it.
UV ink on your arm.
But the UV ink wouldn't show up as you were tattooing.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, well, I guess the blood would be enough.
No, I think you just shine the UV light on your arm
And then tattoo away.
and maybe just kind of draw it on with UV pen first. If you were going to get a Terminator tattoo,
Don't.
what
Where's this
Terminator
going?
tattoo would you get?
If I was going to get a Terminator tattoo,
I'm asking everybody.
Do you know what I think? What I actually think look quite cool is a back piece and get it so you
Mm-hmm.
have like the rib cage and like your spine on your
Yeah.
back. of
actually,
the
if you
endoskeleton.
Google Terminator Mondo poster, there's a really cool Terminator picture, and it's just the endoskeleton. It's kind of got these like neon smoke things over it. You've seen it. It's like pink neon smoke. in
Oh
front
yeah,
of
no,
it.
that was really cool.
Yeah, I'd
did
have
we,
that.
Did we
on
have
my
that?
arm.
That
somewhere?
there.
No, that's not it.
That's
It's-
cool though.
It's an upright poster, but yeah, that's also cool.
I do at some point really want to get a skull tattoo. Getting the
I wouldn't probably
head
get
of an
anything recognisable. I'd probably get like some abstract elements from the films and have them.
That's,
put
yeah, but
together.
that's because you're so
that
fucking
crazy
edgy.
dude
Ethan.
in Dudley, right?
The crazy
Really?
dude in
Again, to do
Dudley.
one.
Oh, Paul Talbot.
Paul Talbot, an amazing tattooist. If you
artist.
Google Paul Talbot,
Paul
I'm running out.
And he's actually from your end. He lives in Birmingham,
by
right near
Something like this.
Dudley. Yeah, that's really cool.
Ish.
I like
in a
that.
kind of Camden t-shirt you wouldn't buy away.
Look at that.
Have you seen the way I dress?
Yeah, that's good. The eyeball, hyper real tattoos.
Oh wow.
It doesn't really translate though on a podcast, does it?
No.
Just Google it, people.
Google along. Well, whenever I listen to podcasts, I'm always on my phone Googling of the stuff they're talking about. So I assume
Yeah.
everyone does
Yeah, but that's
that.
because the internet sponsors you, Ethan.
Working on any projects at the
If
moment?
Ethan wasn't on the internet, the thing would
actually,
crash.
yes, I am. We are looking for sponsors, actually. If you would like to donate any money to our Patreon, so we can like
yeah.
continue with this worthless endeavour.
Because
Should really build the website for this.
If you're enjoying
Yeah.
the show, yeah.
every
we're at
episode of the Terminator. What's this show called?
2-minute Terminator.
2 minute Terminator.
Every episode of 2 Minute Terminator costs £974 to produce. So in order for us, at the moment we're putting in our own money, but
Please, will
Well, I
someone
guess
pay for
in order for
Joe's
this to be sustainable,
transport
I suppose
expenses?
you could argue that this one costs 25 because there's transport
look at
involved.
that
and-
tattoo, the T1000 with his eye blown up.
I like,
tattooed
I like
onto
the
someone's
circuit
face
boardness to it.
with
I'll
circuit
probably
board
just
in the
take that.
background. Terminator tattoos, I'm in. That's what I want
My
to
only
talk
issue
about.
is I don't like colour tattoos. Red ink's cool.
Terminator tattoos, I'm in. There we go. That's today's episode.
.com.
If anyone has any photographs of their
Yeah, if you've got a Terminator
tattoo.
Send it to 2minuteterminator@gmail.com. That's the number 2minuteterminator@gmail.com.
And then maybe when we get to like a certain amount of like Patreons or something, we can promise people that Ethan will get a Terminator tattoo.
If we can get our Patreon past a certain amount, I will get a Terminator tattoo.
Is that a promise?
Yeah.
£5.
Okay, people can't see us shaking, so give us a high five.
But I know
That's legit, guys.
that's never going to happen, so I could just
The
happily...
limit should be
Don't
£5.
be such a naysayer.
If we get our Patreon to $2,000, hey, let's set the
If
bar
Sarah
high.
can believe that she is the mother of the fucking future, she's going to have a son, then you can believe
The
that you will
mother of
reach
the
that
future.
goal. Where are you going to get it?
Probably on my arm by Paul.
I thought you were going to say your ass. I
My
don't.
ass. No, I literally...
should get it in Dudley.
If we can get our Patreon to $2,000,
Paul Talbot, I'll be in touch.
Paul Talbot, I will be in touch. And yeah, but I don't, for a second, no on Patreons.
Do you reckon Paul Talbot's tall?
I've met him actually.
Yeah?
A couple of times.
Is he
Yeah.
tall?
Well,
He is
Google
quite tall,
while
yeah.
you're
Tall
online.
Paul
Google
Talbot.
Paul Talbot tattoos right now.
He's amazing. He's really good.
Basically,
He's
you
done a
tell him
couple of my
ideas of
films.
what you want and leave it for a bit, and then you go to him and he puts on whatever he wants on your body.
Wow.
So you don't
So
find out until the actual day.
It's a risk.
But it's like postmodern graphic tattooing. It's not like definite lines. It's like kind of scratchy, a lot
Okay.
of shading. But you'll see for yourself.
Yeah, they're
The
like
Modern
interesting.
Electric Tattoo Company.
There you go.
Cat's Hill Brum
Click on
Grove.
images.
He's really buff as well. That's funny. Look, he's like.
That's not Paul
That's not him.
Talbot.
That's a fitness expert.
There's
No,
what
Paul's-
should,
Paul
before
Talbot.
we sign off on this episode, Ellie, what should the listeners look for if they're interested in this tattoo dude?
You should look for postmodern tattooing, graphic tattooing.
The name of the tattooist, the guy that is the only person that seems to do this in the world.
Oh, well, just Paul Talbot. Go to Facebook
Well,
Obs.
or Instagram.
he just did that and found this
And I got look
buff,
at this
sexy
guy.
dude.
Look at this
Oh.
guy.
Type him.
He's everywhere.
Paul
Order me up
Talbot
some
tattoo.
hot piping Paul
Yeah.
Talbot. He's like the Terminator.
How are you spelling it? Type in tattoo.
His tattoo company is called the Modern Electric Tattoo Company.
Yes.
So you can Google that.
Yeah.
He's on Instagram as well. He actually always goes to the tattoo conventions. I've seen him in Brighton. He does the London one as well.
You're such a hobnobber, Ellie. I love it. I was at this
So-
tattoo convention with this guy, and just met JK from Jamiroquai last week. And we went
Well,
out for a
people see me
drive
and they're like, I'm really little, and they're like, oh, you're so cute, and then they find out I'm a bit older than I actually look.
Yes,
and
it's not Edward Furlong.
How old are you?
I'm nearly 26.
Oh, you look about 26. Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
I thought you were gonna be like. Oh, yeah, no, I'm 42.
The years
And then
haven't
I'm
been
like,
kind.
whoa.
Anyway, that was
Anywho.
episode 24 of the 2 Minute Terminator. If you want to send us anything visual or audio, it's 2minuteterminator@gmail.com. That's
Yeah.
number 2minuteterminator@gmail.com. We're on YouTube and Twitter. No, we're not on YouTube. That was a lie. We're on Facebook and Twitter at 2 Minute Terminator, the podcast. So send us some love. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with
We'll be
episode
back.
25.
Hasta la vista.
Bye, guys.
Baby.
I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I'm stupid in my head. I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I have big square